All right, y'all. What's up? Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to this thing. It's Monday. I'm gonna tell you guys right off the cuff. I have I'm streaming off of 5 different platforms right now: Podbean, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I'm all in today. I got something I want to talk about. Did a one-on-one with an individual over the weekend, and it just baffles me how I'm constantly running into men that is trying diplomacy with their child's mom or ex-wife. So let me start the show off by saying this. Tupac once said something. If I knock on the door and ask you to give something to eat, what's going on, black male? I see you, bro. If I knock on the door and you eating food, and you open the door and say, no, I'm not going to give you no food, but y'all in there throwing food around, and then you say, no, I'm not going to give you no food, and slam the door. Then when I'm going to knock on the door again and say, come on, man, you back there. I see y'all throwing food around. Why can't you give me some food? And you say, get the hell out of here. At the third time, the door is going to come off the hinges. What that perspective is saying is that you can't constantly keep being flagrant and thinking that diplomacy will come knocking at your door. You can't constantly be flagrant and think that I want to come invite you to the table to talk. So I'm here to tell a lot of you fathers out there right now, stop inviting your child's mom to the table. Start helping the world understand you are fighting trash. Now, when I come on here and make that strong statement, and I got to back that up, yes? Of course I do. I have to back that up. Now, what did I just say? Now, I heard what I said because I was sitting here when I said it. I said, you fathers, you got to start helping the world understand that you are fighting trash, garbage, a total waste of human body parts. Please don't let me get started. I need y'all to follow me this morning on the 14th. Are we at the 14th? Yeah, we are at the 14th. I'm sorry, we're at the 12th of April, 2020. So I'm going to comment it like this. I just gave you an analogy. People, whenever a father, what's going on, Stretch? I see you, my man. I got your text message too. I think that was me a text message. People, whenever a father goes to court, what's going on, Lydia? I see you. Whenever a father goes to court, the world want to try to act like he's a deadbeat. I want to say something that I've been saying for 20 years now. Deadbeats don't go to court. They only go to child support court. Deadbeats ain't going to be in court fighting for custody. So throw that, well, I know a girl that throw these myths and these theories out the window. The problem with a lot of you men, when you try to tell the world that you are a father, that woman is going to rebuttal you being a father with a booty out nigga. Some garbage.com dude that she is using for parallels. I'm here to tell you, please adopt my analogy. I beg you. Hell, I'll even pay you. Adopt my analogy. Adopt my analogy. You, as a father, need to tell the world and help the world understand that when you simply by the fact that you are fighting to be a father, you are fighting trash. What does fathers want? I don't know fathers that want to, let's be clear. I don't know fathers that want to kill the woman. I know fathers that respect their child's mom. Fathers do. Garbage dudes complain about child support. Garbage dudes complain about, and I don't mean just child support. If you, because I know my man on Instagram, he got an F child support page. I'm not talking about that perspective because he's an advocate for fathers. I am in the business of helping men, fathers. I often get deadbeats to try to slide in through the cut and act like I can't see him coming a mile away. I can see you coming, bro. I can see you. So what I'm here to tell you is that fathers don't go to custody. Deadbeats don't go to custody court. They don't. So by the mere fact that you are a man and you're in your 3rd custody hearing, that's not a deadbeat. That's not a deadbeat. But this is what you will be rebutted with. This is you'll be rebutted with. People, currently, I don't have a relationship with my mother. I don't have a relationship with my mother because my mother made a mockery of the work that I do to help men. I want to be clear about something that I'm about to say. I stand firm on this, General. Notice what I just said. I stand firm on this germ. It's unfortunate and it's obvious that when you speak out and you're an advocate to help fathers, men get mad. Women, excuse me. A woman can go out, have a party, leave her kids at home. She can have a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, leave them at home, go out the party, get caught, get locked up, and her friends will support her. Her friends will support her. That's why that same woman can go to court and say, I don't want him to be in the child's life. He's a garbage whore. He's a deadbeat donkey. He's all these things. And her friends will be like, yep, I support you. There's practically no situation where women will oust women. All right. Let's be clear about that. All right. There's no situation on this planet where a woman can have 5 friends and she can do something and 5 of her friends will say, I disagree with you. It's just impossible. It's not going to happen. When you as a father get that and understand that perspective, you'll start fighting your child's mom by helping the world see her actions. How did I end up fighting Atia LaShawn Bradley? Well, if you listen to my material in its infancy years, I said I don't talk about family. I was giving Atia LaShawn Bradley so much respect. Until one day I heard a song by Mary Mary. The name of the song was Super Friend. I don't know if you know it. It's off their CD, Mary Mary. And David Banner did a verse on the song Superheroes. And he said, the devil always hide when you bring things to the light. I thought about that. I said, wait a minute. Here it is. I go to court. And I'm going to get to this in a second. Y'all all are fighting the mother. Y'all need to stop thinking that y'all fighting the courts. Y'all need to stop. Please stop with the garbage that you're fighting the courts. You're fighting your child's mom. I'll get to that in a second. So I had to realize when I went to court, I'm like, here it is. When I go to court, Atia Bradley is on some old you ain't nothing crap. But when we leave court, she's on some hello, how you doing? So wait a minute, I'm fighting 2 different people. Let me mark this thing here again today. Today is April the 12th, 2021. I think I said 2020 earlier. Today is April the 12th, 2021. Atia LaShawn Bradley is the worst type of mom. No slander. When the courts told Atia LaShawn Bradley how much her money was going to be, Atia Bradley said, I don't want nothing to do with this little hoe. I don't want nothing to do with this. I don't want nothing to do. Walk out of court. I left court with custody. Facts. Now, normally, you can get slandered when you say this. I'm saying it. So I want the date. I want to be clear. I date stamped it so Atia LaShawn Bradley or any of her constituents can listen to what I'm saying here today and say, well, girl, he said that 5 years ago. I'm just running across it now. No, I'm date stamping the day I said it because it's true. It's true. So let me help you fathers understand something about why you guys are just, you're killing me. You're killing me. My man Muddy said, I choose not to seek custody of my kids because I refuse to deal with the circus. Let me applaud that goddamn Muddy, you're my fucking hero. My hero of the day. Oh dear my. Let me screenshot that because I'm gonna post that. Hold on. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me go back to applauding that. That's my hero. My hero. Let me say again what Muddy just said, and he's joining us live via Instagram. He's part of the Instagram fam. Muddy said, I choose not to seek custody of my kids because I refuse to deal with a circus. What's bringing him a circus? The cops? The people that he pays his credit card bills to? His cell phone carrier? What exactly is bringing this man the circus? Why is it, and most foremost is why I'm speaking here today. Why is it that he's fighting his child's mom for custody, but the definition that he chooses to use is circus? Yeah, we can. I can be here all day with this, but once again, a woman will sit down there and do all these things and will get the respect and love of her friends and women throughout the world. Once again, let me say something. Let me repeat it. If you haven't heard, I'm going to say it again. There is no perspective. There is nothing, and I mean nothing, that a woman could do when it comes to custody that will make another woman say, girl, that's just not right. Y'all remember the girl on Instagram? Y'all remember the girl on Instagram that took a baby with her, that took a picture with her baby, with her, had her up in the air, had her booty all cocked up, and she was taking a bath with her kid. And what did she say? She said, I'm not giving him to these hood rats. By the time he's 13, he's going to be digging me out. And then what did her friends under it say? Girl, I know that's right. Yeah, be fucking your kid. Yeah, let your kid dig you out, girl. Yeah, bend over for your kid. And all of her friends said, yup, that's right. Be fucking your kid. Let a man had said something like that. And then when you looked at all the rebuttals to this ultimate trash, it was and then what did she say? Oh, it's always the ugly ones who got something to say. Right. Dads, start helping the world understand you are fighting trash. There is no such thing as strong. There's no such thing as good. There's no such thing as, she just had, no, you are fighting trash. By the mere fact that a father has to go to court and fight tells you you're fighting trash. Remember my scenario. Here's my book right here, y'all. When Dads Cry. Why is the name of this book When Dads Cry? Why, when I wrote this book, I said the title will be When Dads Cry. Why When Dads Cry? When Dads Cry. You know why? Because a man ain't going to sit down there and keep taking the effery. A man is going to one day simply say, enough. Y'all can get the F on. But remember my scenario. Remember my scenario. Remember I told y'all, here's what I said, and I heard what I said because I was sitting there when I said it. I said, little Sarah is on her way to school. A van pulls up, tries to abduct little Sarah. Little Sarah fights off her abductor. Little Sarah will be on Good Morning America, Good Day New York, Steve Harvey, Dr. Phil, Good Day New York, a host of shows. And they will say, little Sarah, yes. How did you know? Where'd you kick the man? I kicked him in the ding ding. She kicked him in the ding ding. But she'll be a hero because she fought off her abductor. She fought. She didn't casually him. She didn't joke him off. She fought. Fighting is very effective in obtaining a victory. I think y'all would agree with me on that. But I need y'all to follow. So let's take that same scenario that gives Sarah all these astonishment and accolades of greatness and of grandeur, right? Fathers, we go to court and we fight. And people talk about you. Fathers, we go to court and fight. I've been doing it for 11 and a half years, started an organization to give men a platform for fathers that have been through it. You can check me out on the Hated One on YouTube. What has it earned me? It cost me endless relationships. It always is some friction of something that I said in my videos and my relationships. I don't have a relationship with my mom, and the list will continue to go on. I want to be clear about something. You never heard me say, don't ever date black women. You never ever heard me say, I'd rather have a white woman over a black woman. You never heard me call them the B word. Never done any of this. But still, when I speak about my fight, I offend. Gee, I wonder why that is. I wonder why that is. Wow. So wait a minute. The National Fathers League, the League of Dads are two organizations that I started. Fathers organizations, the National Fathers League, the NFL, National Fathers League, the League of Dads. I started these organizations. And the premise of those organizations is a platform for fathers that have been through it. Not no good, because not booty out niggas, fathers. Now, I want to just I'm putting it all on the table today, and then I'm gonna go left. Candy Lightner. Y'all may not know who Candy Lightner is, but I'm gonna tell you who she is. Candy Lightner had a child that was killed by a drunk driver. Candy Lightner rebutted this by creating the organization's MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. People are sure to tell you, Candy Lightner don't get threatened by drunk drivers. Bars don't have dartboards of Candy Lightner's face. Drunken people in Budweiser don't say, Budweiser, the #1 beer, but F Candy Lightner. They don't say that. They don't say that. John Walsh, child was kidnapped and decapitated. Started America's Most Wanted, The Hunt, and a host of other catch a criminal shows. Do you think criminals call him up and be like, leave us alone? Do you think the friends of criminals give this man give them support? Do you think friends of criminals call John Walsh and threaten him? No. He started an organization and it's understandable. My organization is not understandable. Gee, I wonder why. I wonder why. I want to tell you, Father, something. When you go to court, you are not fighting the courts. You're not fighting the courts. You need to stop it with that garbage. You're killing me with that rhetoric. You're killing me. You're not fighting the courts. You're fighting your mom. You're not fighting the courts. Stop thinking you are fighting the courts. You are not fighting the courts. Okay? You go to court and guess what? Your child's mom, your ex-wife feeds them the narrative. And it's never going to be a good one. It's never going to be a good one. They're going to feed them all this hate nonsense. But how do you train a hateful person? You do what they think is they doing to you. They want to drag you to court. Okay. Check this out. I want to tell a lot of you fathers something. How did I train Atia LaShawn Bradley? How did I train her? And I want to be clear. I trained her like a dog. How did I train this dog? How did I do that? I trained her like a dog. She's not a dog, but I trained her like one. How did I do that? So let me tell you why Atia LaShawn Bradley needed training. I had 2 child support cases against me. I had 1 child. Same child, same people. Atia Bradley and Christopher Smith with a minor child. Two cases. 2 different payment amounts, 2 different arrearages amounts. When I spoke to Atia LaShawn Bradley, she she acted as if though she had no idea what comprehension was. So I would talk to her about it. I don't got nothing to do with that. I don't know why they doing that. You know, playing with my bunhole. Typical. Playing with my bunhole. I'm laughing at something else. And then when they arrest me, she comes and show up on at the and start testifying against me. So when I went to attorneys were like, well, I'll try. I don't know. Normally, when, a case is open, it's up to the person that opened it to close it. The courts don't want to hear nothing. That's what attorneys told me, y'all. That's what attorneys told me. So I had to turn to the genius, the most smartest man in history. I appreciate that Red Z, baby. She's on the check-in. I turned to my dad, Todd Smith. I tell y'all all the time, I'm Todd's son. I tell y'all this all the time. I am a product of my father. Sorry. I'm going to say sorry to my mom. I know my mom don't like me because I'm my father. But since you don't like me because I'm my father, I'm going to shove it down your damn throat. Another story. So I turned to Todd Smith, my daddy. And my dad said, all right, this is how my dad talked. Rest in peace, Pop. This is how my dad talked. I gotta get informed when I talk about the greatest man that ever lived. This is what my dad said. All right, listen up. Check this out. Put a lawsuit against her. Don't sue the courts. Put a lawsuit against her by herself. Don't put it in against the courts because the courts. No, he said, put one in against her in the courts. Make her the primary. Make her the other ones the secondary. They'll turn on her. Everything that my dad said was going to happen. $1 million lawsuit against Atia LaShawn Bradley, stating that Atia LaShawn Bradley is the only woman in history with one child with 2 different child support cases. 11 days after I filed the lawsuit, I want y'all to listen to what I'm about to tell you. 11 days after I filed the lawsuit, Atia LaShawn Bradley, she closed the case 11 days after I filed that lawsuit. Now, here's the funny thing. I was trying to get her to close the case for 7 years. If you want to believe in coincidences, you go ahead and be the donkey that believe in coincidences. But here's what I just said this, and I heard what I said because I was sitting here when I said it. I just said, it's amazing how a person who had 2 degrees, I said smart, but I'm going to get a little bit more in depth. Atia LaShawn Bradley got 2 degrees from Seton Hall University. But every time it was time for her to talk to me, the one that she laid down was living with, but the one that said, I can't deal with you beating on me. Once again, today is the 12th of April, 2021. Atia LaShawn Bradley used to beat on me, and all of the people in her family agreed with her. So Atia LaShawn Bradley used to beat on me. With all this smarts, Seton Hall curriculum, she went to Seton Hall and was able to understand the curriculum down to its point. But soon as a black man was talking to her, I was talking. When I said we can live together rent free, she understood that. But when I said I needed help, okay. Oh God, my man Dominic Fool, he's up in it. She said, man, I need a one-on-one. I got child support. I was just talking about that dude. He's up in this bitch. Now I normally don't curse, but I gotta curse when my man is up in here. But Atia LaShawn Bradley had 2 child support cases on me. But I just told y'all I trained Atia LaShawn Bradley. I trained her like a dog. Why do y'all think I'm in the head? I'm the front runner of this organization. Why do I think I'm telling y'all here today? Start helping the world understand you are dealing with absolute 100% pure grading. Trash! So that's going to segue into what I'm about to tell y'all now. People, the great Dave Ramsey said there are 2 mind states and 2 mind states only. Adult or childhood, unless something is declared wrong with you. Dave Ramsey said there are 2 mindsets, adult or childhood, adult or child. How many times have you guys ever tried to talk to your child's mom and it's like you're talking to a 3-year-old? How many times? When will you guys ever get off that goofy shit and understand that for some reason, when you are talking to a woman, and this is on a high hiatus, this is on a high in the black community. The great Sister Shalakemia said, what's going on, fuck child support? The great Sister Shalakemia, she said it, not me. She said the reason why white men are allowed to take care of their kids, not like black women. She said, because white women ain't got time for that. She said, white women know how to co-parent. She said, black women, y'all don't know how to do that. That's what she said. Y'all notice over the years I start quoting women because every time I say it, I gotta tell y'all which black women said it because these women be coming at me like you hateful whore. Hold on. Time out, you goat ass eater. Time out. Appreciate those thumbs up, y'all. The great Sister Shalakemia said it. Yeah, she said that. I just happen to agree with her times 1,000. So let's talk about this. As I drink my cranberry and lemonade, fiber infused. I'm gonna break something down to y'all. I got Mr. Child Support. He said he want to be in my damn whatchamacallit. I gotta let this man in here. I mean, I gotta let him in. So I want to say something. You will. Hey, what's going on, brother? Let me turn this up. Hey, hold on a second. Hold on. All right, say what you said again, brother. I had the headset. It was going through the headset. My man. Hey, listen, brother. Hey, listen, man. You know, I love your work. I shout you out all the time, even when you don't hear it. I actually use a lot of your material. Man. And I just want to say, man, hey, listen, brother, thanks for joining the fight, man. Thank you, brother.
Oh, man, most definitely, man. So these baby mama parents, real, bro. They definitely real, man. I shit from day one. You know, I thought I ain't had shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why I said, come on here, give you a shut up, man. Hey, we gonna do an interview soon, man.
Yeah. Listen, I'll shoot you my number via your inbox. All right.
Okay, man. Yeah, man. But you keep wearing out that hammer, man. That's what these great mama parents say these tipping for.
Hey, listen, bro. I'm using one of those acne anvils. I ain't using a hammer. Brother, I don't want when I go over their head, I don't want movement, I want body jerking, I'm bashing, and I want you done.
Yeah, so they quick to say you a hater, you jealous, because you know what I mean? They say I'm on the south, but I say I'm gonna keep running, bitch.
Yeah, listen, and you know the crazy thing about it is, check this out. The crazy thing about what you just said is you can be speaking, you speak the truth and you speak intellect. Because that's how they used to try to come at me. They used to try to come at me with, oh, you hurt, oh, you this and that. And I said, okay. Yeah, I started adding some jokes with my shit. And I started using sound bites from what other women say. Brother, I don't get that no more. Yeah, I don't get that no more. So you absolutely right.
That type of territory was, the feminism, ideology, you got the fake ass Me Too, the the Black Lives Matter bullshit. You got all I do is call out the truth. The one thing that they call me a deadbeat. You can say I'm on a child support. Hey, women, one thing you can't call me is a liar.
Ooh. Ooh.
You know
Ooh.
what I'm saying?
There you go.
I'm a baby mama Terry Johnny Hunter. I'm a baby mama Terry Johnny Hunter. I'm calling all you baby mama Terry not just ass sister.
My man. That's right. I'm a hate hunter. But listen, man, let me break it down to you like this, because I don't know if you ever heard me break it down like this. This one goes out to all the individuals that love that think child support is a payoff. Allow me to do something. Let's just say your child support is $500 a month, and there's 4 weeks in a month, right? So that means a person get $125 a week. Then we break that by 7, so that means a person get $17.85 a day in child support. Hold on, Mr. Child Support Man. There's 24 hours in a day. So if you do the math, for all you individuals out there paying child support and you think it's the worst thing in the world, help that woman understand you're getting butt fucked by the system. According to my calculator, and yours the same, child support at $500 a month is 74 cents an hour. Bruh.
You know what you gotta take away also? That cut that the system gets.
You know what?
Get a piece. It's not free.
Right.
That's $51 billion crime bill.
That's right.
So you taking this man to child support to be mad at builder, just get $100,000 in the platinum out.
Damn, yeah, I got to start doing that. You're absolutely right.
You gotta add that system. Today it's not free. They get that $51 billion crime bill every fucking year. And that little $500 change.
Right.
Now, quick to give you in comparison.
Right.
That's what they're gonna get for a year.
Right.
That's why they say, okay, every other weekend, and I don't care if you bring your kid like day one. I don't care if you son birth certificate. I don't care if he's married. I don't care if she's a bad mother, because we want that money.
Right. They that's exactly right. What they do is they allow the women to advertise the others in numbers. That's why they will never allow the women to have take a loss. They allow the women to do what they do to men. Now it's up to the man, bruh. It's up to the man to say, I see your bullshit and I raise you. I don't give a fuck. I see that. I'm going to raise you. And then check this out. You're going to love this one. Every time the man responds, now it's what about the child? Hold on. Nobody cares. Once the situation is out of the hands of the husband, the father, the man and the woman, when the third party is involved, it ain't about the child no more. It's not. There you go. There you go.
That's what I asked a lot of women. They said they put the man on child support. They said he's a good man. I said, well, they might put him on child support. Then they don't want to. They said jealousy. I said, no, you got the power to say, I don't want child support involved if we get divorced.
Right.
So, but see, when I tell men, they put you on child support for the wrong reason, you pay that child support, keep your brain cold, watch your head move on.
Right.
You all that shit, watch your head move on, because you didn't want to go something when this shit said and done. No.
And child support is the man is out of the house money. There's no man in the house. It takes two incomes. So they figure, I'm going to put him on child support and he's still going to do for his child. That's why they put you on child support and call you and tell you what the baby needs. Like, come on. Take that out of child support.
And that's when you keep your fans on to say, you didn't want comparison. You want a child support. You got it, Jeff. Now, when I get my kid, I do what I do for them. I ain't give you nothing else but that child support. That's it.
That's right. That's right.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we start doing because these guys want to take advantage of that. They expect you to see your kids once a week. If you see them that way, and still get money, then when you say, no, I ain't going, they say, you're a deadbeat, you don't be a father. And truthfully, y'all, if you look up the term deadbeat is used very loosely out here in the world. A deadbeat is a person, man or woman, who don't take any fun out their responsibility. So if you don't pay no house note, deadbeat. Don't pay your car note, deadbeat. They don't say nothing about child support.
Allow me to invoke some nerdmatics on the situation. Check this out. Here's what women don't want to understand. If my child support is $500 a month, if I give you $1 a month, that's child support. It's not saying I got to give it to you in full. If I decide I want to give you $1 a month for 3 months, fuck arrears, I'm still paying child support. I'm just $1. The system is flawed. But women are running down to the system like, yo, this is what I want to raise my kid on. I want to raise my kid on child support. Go ahead. You're going to get all the perks to come with it. All the perks.
I'm doing it? Yeah, you can go in there and open it up. Okay, we just want to fuck it up anymore, you know? Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just going, you know.
I appreciate that, Rico. Will do, brother. Thank you so much. I got my man Max Live TV. He's up in here. I appreciate that. I got my man Dominic Fool. He's on the check-in. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I'm talking about fathers. What they need to do is stop, and I mean stop allowing the world to think you're fighting a woman. If you're fighting trash. You're fighting trash. Because I want to be clear. Fathers are the only ones to go fight for custody. Deadbeats don't go fight for custody. They're not in court. Deadbeats are not in court fighting for custody. Don't let somebody rebuttal how you're fighting to be a father with, yeah, but what about the no good guys then? Well, listen, you're not going to take a Hyundai and take it to a Mercedes dealer and say, yeah, but my Hyundai don't cost as much as a Mercedes. It's not the same. Two different cars, two different classes of vehicle. You fathers have been allowing women to every time you talk about the problems that you have with your child's mom, with your ex-wife, you have been allowing people to rebuttal with garbage. I'm here today to tell you, you guys need to stop. You need to stop. Because once again, when it comes to communication, you will hear these individuals say communication is key. Communication is not key. It's key to everybody else. It's key when you negotiating to buy a car. It's key to negotiating mortgage interest rates. It's not the key when you're dealing with a woman. It's not. Shutting the fuck up is key. Because communication means as soon as you talk, she's going to know where you stand. Because of this. Attila Sean Bradley sat down there and went to college and obtained two. A graduate and an undergrad. She accomplished two of them. But soon it was time for us to talk about raising our child. Attila Bradley didn't understand nothing I said, but she understood what the court said. She didn't understand nothing I say. Nothing. I want to be clear about something that I'm about to say right now. I'm going to be clear about something I say right now. People, there was a picture that came out called Atlanta. And in that movie, Atlanta, there was a girl that lived outside of the hood named Lulu. Or Lulu, I think it was Lulu. And Lulu had a BMW 5 Series. And Lulu wanted to hang out in the hood. So Lulu didn't take her, her name was Nunu, yeah. Nunu didn't want to take her 5 Series in the hood because she figured they wouldn't like me. So Nunu took the bus or whatever and wanted to keep it real. She was down there chilling at the skating ring. Her father pulls up in a Maybach. Her father pulls up in a Maybach, the man. Gets in the car, takes her home, tearing off in S. And then what did the mother say? What did estrogen say? Come on, let's all calm down and talk about this in the morning. The father said, we ain't talking about this in the morning. You ain't going in no more. Case is over with. Story's over with. Don't let me catch you down there again. The mother wanted to be diplomatic. That's typical of estrogen. The father said, no, I've spoken. Do I not say here in my book? This is what I say in my book, people. This is what I say in my book. I'm going to read to y'all. This book is, I wrote this book. This is my book, When Dads Cry. My book. I want y'all to read. I'm going to read something to y'all. Yeah, I got a book, Reek. I got another one coming out right now. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. This book is dedicated to Todd Smith Sr., my dad. Dad, I want to thank you for providing me with your DNA. Dad, I want to thank you for helping me and giving me the blueprint and showing me how to navigate myself throughout this cold, harsh world, as well as being a man. Dad, I want to thank you for showing me that being a man at all times is non-negotiable. Being a man at all times is non-negotiable. I use that segment to say that man, even though his wife said, let's all calm down and talk about this in the morning, that man said, no, we're not talking about this in the morning. I'm the man. I spoke. I've spoken. What happens is when you guys go to court is the first thing that a woman wants to do is strip you of your manhood, strip you of your authority. That's what you do. That's what's going on when you first go to court. First order of business is to put you in your place. That's the first order of business. When you're conversing with your woman, she'll start not understanding stuff. It's almost like when you start talking to a woman, it's like you're talking to a child. Say to somebody, hey, look, you know, you always do this. No, I don't. Yes, you do. You got to understand this. If a person cannot sit down with you and you and them discuss things like adults, and that individual always want to just sit down there and be talking. Only time y'all have a communication is down in domestic relations in a courthouse. You need to back up. People, not all women are like this. Not all women are like this. They're not. I'm not going to let nobody tell me that all women are. Right. Rico said a lot are. Right. That's right. A lot are. But I said not all of them. And he's right. It is the current age. That's right. All these things. But let me explain to you, Rico, and a lot of you men, why women are this way. Let me explain to you why. You never gave them a disclaimer to tell them what you're not going to tolerate. You never. How many of you sat down and said to a woman, I don't deal with this, this, and this, and didn't let it in your relationship? Not 1%. I tell my woman currently, I don't deal with negativity. When negativity pops its head, I destroy it. I annihilate it. People, I have a happy life. Boy, listen, you know what I did when I got up this morning? I got up this morning and I put all my cars in the driveway and I'm washing them, pulling one out, pulling one in, did the cars, went walking, got up at 4 o'clock this morning. I have a beautiful life. Rico said women are testers. No, they're not. No, they're not. I know what you're trying to say. Let me help you out. Women are searchers. And what they are searching for is weakness in your armor. That's what women are. Test you means that they would, every so often you get a test. No, they don't do that. I assure you, every time you interact with a woman, they are looking for the upper hand. People, I want to be clear. He said I was meaning that. I want to be clear about something. If you look at little kids when they're playing, you'll see little boys acting like they're Hulk. Rawr! And they be smashing stuff. You'll see them acting like Evil Knievel. I'm going to jump my bike over a garbage can. Then they in there, the operating room, getting their arm put back together. You'll see a boy up the tree, jump down, break his leg in 3 places. Men are outgoing. This happens during childhood. I need y'all to follow me. Appreciate those thumbs up, y'all. Check this out. What do you see girls doing? Girls, they're playing with their imagination. They're playing with dolls. Oh, you gotta kiss him. Oh, you gotta kiss him. Oh, I'm gonna sit you down. Oh, it's imaginative. When do y'all think that stops? I'm gonna let y'all have the floor. When do y'all think that stopped? When Rico said death. When does his perspective stop? In my dumb face. No, it gets worse when they get pregnant. A lot of you guys allow women to tell you when I'm on my menstrual cycle and when I'm pregnant, I'm hard to deal with. No, that's how they are all the time. It's just prevalent. It's heightened when they're pregnant. If you tell me that you can deal with it, you and the woman can have a conversation, can go deep without them getting mad, having these weird looks on their face, et cetera, you teaching me something. I'm 52 years old. I'm 52 years old. I haven't seen it. These are facts, people, at 100%. Facts. I'm telling you guys. This is why what we see is we see fathers always absorbing the hurt in the relationship more than anything. And the woman is in her element. You cannot fight a woman. A woman want to argue. A woman, you need to say what you need to say, 2, 3, 4 lines at the most in the conversation. One day, women will realize they are nothing without a man. But until then, you're going to have a lot to deal with. One day, women are going to realize we are emotional and we're not designed to lead. It's the reason why when you go into the women's department and you'll see smells good and soft. That's the premise of a woman. Smell good and soft. And then y'all allow them to let them think, y'all, they hard. Y'all allow these individuals to tell y'all, I don't need a man. I'm the classic bullshit. I'm strong. Y'all allow a woman to tell y'all, you're to be ashamed of yourself. Ain't no such thing as a strong woman. There's no such thing. Actually, there is. I just want to see what y'all are going to say. Strong women are women that can speak out against bullshit and take darts and keep speaking. That's a strong woman. If you telling me that you laid on your back and had 6 kids by 6 different dudes, and because you raised them, you strong, go eat a goat's ass. Go just yum a goat's ass. That is not strong. That is not strong. You're putting a flip on stupidity. That's what you're doing. You're putting a flip on stupidity. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. You're putting a flip on stupidity. You want to try to act as if, oh, no, this is smart. Oh, she had 4 kids by, and then please, stop it. Stop it. Stop. Please. With the children are a blessing. No, they're not. No, they're not. If you think children are a blessing, go talk to that couple that can't have kids. The blessing is the ability to be able to reproduce, not having them under conditions. When you see, the next time you see a basketball player or any black guy that plays sports, and he takes you back to the neighborhood and say, it was 11 of us and we lived in this house and daddy wasn't around, question their mother. We are so tuned to think that these individuals can do no wrong. That's why you'll be hard pressed to find a woman that said, you're right about my character, I'm wrong. That's why Sister Shahrazad Ali was attacked. That's why Sister Shalakemia is attacked. Those are strong women. And if you want an example of this, just Google their conversations. If you want to know social leukemia, I'm going to put her link on my stuff. Just listen to her back and forth with other women. Do you see her saying, oh, I'm going to stop? As a matter of fact, when she did the one show, why don't black men be fathers like white men? She put a little flip to it. She did what she said, oh yeah, I got y'all in my inbox. Oh yeah. She said, did they ask me that? Oh, they did? She made a joke of it. And then she tore off an ass. And her next show was business as usual. You see, strong to me, I appreciate that, Rico. Rico says you give me hope. My man, I appreciate that. I'm going to screenshot that. When it comes to me, when it comes to me, that's what strong is to me. I'm not trying to hear about nobody that you know, if strong is saying, I posted this on my Facebook and all of my female friends got mad, but so what? That's strong to me. And then you keep on business as usual. Normally, people that speak out against the grain, I don't know how you got 50 million friends. You got 50 million friends because y'all just sit down there and y'all all just mingle together. Y'all do this thing. It's just all just, oh yeah, I agree. Yeah, niggas ain't shit. Yeah, I know, because I dated a guy. And that's where it all starts. I started to do a show today based on, you can tell why they are the way they are based on who they dealt with. I'm going to get to that one. I'm going to get with that one tomorrow. And you don't know nothing. Because when you talk about them, you don't know nothing. You know, I'm a pretty smart dude, man, really. I'm not bragging on myself. I'm pretty smart. Like my intellect, damn. I wrote this book in 4 days. Tuesday, Wednesday, took Thursday off, wrote Friday, took Saturday off, finished the book on Sunday. Shopped it around. The first company I shopped it to, I got a book deal. So it ain't like I wrote garbage and they didn't read it and say, hey, we got to send some stuff to clean up. They took the book as it was and I got a book deal. Pretty smart. I'm pretty good at how I explain something. I'm pretty, last time I checked, my intellect was, I'm pretty all right. You know, I'm pretty there. I'm not bragging on myself. But for some goddamn reason, I could not say anything that made sense to a woman. That seemed to be a common thing. Listen, man, I appreciate you guys for being here. Honestly, man, you guys could have been anywhere else in the world, but I'm going to end it with this. I look at all my failures. And the one that's in the 90% range was when I tried to be at one with a woman. Gee, I wonder why it is. I'm the one that tell you, if they have a brain and they have estrogen, I'm going to have a problem with it, so it seems. You guys have a good one. I definitely appreciate you guys for being here. Honestly, you guys could have been anywhere else in the world, man. I definitely appreciate you guys. Catch you guys on the next one. This is Chris. I'm out, y'all.